Today we're going to walk through the new watch faces of watchOS 10, starting with the new Ultra watch face, the Modular Ultra. I'm very happy to see that this is on the first generation as well. They didn't just save it for that new one. They didn't really talk about that in the announcement, but it's great to see that it's not just for the Ultra 2. So if you take a look at this watch face, you get a ton of complications. There's 6 circular complications total on the watch face, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. You have this complication around the side that is also editable. And you got this big complication and then the time that's really big as well. So lots of customization can be done on this watch face, way more than any other digital watch face that has been made before. So let's go ahead and go into the edit mode. So the first thing you get to edit is that elevation around the edge. It's the bezel complication is what they're calling it. So you have elevation, you have depth, so you can track your depth if you're diving, and then you have the seconds hand. So the second hand is pretty cool, so it just ticks away all around the edge and it just looks awesome on the Ultra. So if we go back into edit mode, the style of the clock itself is next. So you have the initial style, which is just the hours and minutes. You can add the seconds onto it. And then you can even go large with the watch face. So if you go large, it takes away that large complication. But I mean, the clock looks really cool taking up that much space. So it may be something that you want to do. And if you keep looking, you can get the seconds hand back in there. And then there's just another, like, I mean, these look pretty close to me. I'm sure there's some kind of font style change or something. But here's what it looks like with the seconds. Oh, it actually, so they got even larger and took away the complications on these last two. So if you take a look at those, all complications are removed and this thing is just a heavy duty clock. So keep that in mind if you're looking through those. I personally like just the original first one. It's nice, it's still big enough to actually see, and you get everything you need there. So if we go back into edit, the next section is night mode. This does have night mode like the original Ultra watch face. So there's the auto mode, which just has an ambient sensor to tell how dark it is in the room to turn it on or off, which is great. And then you can either just turn it on or off. So if you never want it to go into dark mode, you just set this to off and you'll never have the night mode. So next step is the color. So by default, it goes to the multicolor, but if you like just to have a single color on your watch face, you can set that as well. And last, you can edit all the complications, including this large complication right here. I like to have it set to weather. So you're able just to customize that and it just looks great. So by default, just to show you guys, this is the one that I've been using since yesterday and I really love it. It gives me so many complications right there on my watch face and it just makes it so easy to get all the data that you need without having to even touch your watch, which is great. So the next watch face on the list is Palette. You may have seen this one. This one's been out since beta 1, but it's a beautiful watch face. You get 4 complications on the corners, and as the seconds tick away, the color of the watch face changes. So it's really cool, really beautiful, and you do have the option to edit the colors. So you can just change them to different colors. And if we leave edit mode, you can see it just wipes through different colors. It's awesome. But the only other option to edit on here is just to actually edit the complications that are on there. So not too much customization because the watch face itself does a lot of customizing as it goes through the seconds. Next on the list is the Nike Globe watch face. So this is the only new Nike watch face that we have. We got 4 complications in the corner once again, and then you also have that Nike Run Club complication, the little swoosh always on every Nike face, which is really cool if you use that app. But if you notice, as the seconds tick away, the globe fills in, it gets darker. So it's a nice, cool little indicator of seconds ticking by. And if we go into the edit mode on this watch face, you can change the different colors. So you got a bunch of different color options, and then you can also edit those 4 complications in the corner. So another great watch face. I really love this one as well. The globe is just really cool. And of course, we can't forget Snoopy. Snoopy's on here. So many different animations. I've had this since beta 1 as well. And I mean, there are a million different animations on this watch face. You try to just cover it up and go through all of them. And I mean, it's insane how many different animations they have given us from this watch face. It's also really cool that he goes to sleep when the watch face itself is asleep. I find that really great. And there are over 30 complications, I would say. It's all based on your time of day, the weather outside, activity wise, what you're doing. I mean, it's just crazy. This is the most animated watch face Apple has ever made. So it's really cool, everything they've done. The watch face is also customizable. So if we come in here and click on the edit, so you can customize the clock. So right now it's just the ticks. You can have actual numbers, and you can have the numbers kind of spread out a little bit more. And then of course you can change the color of the background. I like the doghouse red. I just think it looks really cool. But that's all the customization they give. There's no complications on this watch face. The animations are really the reason to use this watch face. So for this next watch face, I changed my Apple Watch to the stainless steel because this watch face kind of just, it's a little more classy, and I just wanted to class up the watch as well on it. So if you take a look at this, I mean, it kind of has that palette style seconds hands, so it kind of changes the color. It really just brightens it up. But there's a little bit more to this watch face. It's dynamic. So as the day progresses, the watch face itself will get a little bit darker as well. So if we come in here and we go to edit, you see as of right now, the light is on dynamic mode, but we can go to dark, which looks really cool. And then there's also just the bright mode as well. So right now I'm gonna go to dark, but then I'll also show you, you do have options for different colors. So there's silver, gold, graphite, light pink. So they got all these different colors. Oh, the red looks cool too. So we're going to stick with the silver for right now. And then if you look here, you do get the complication edits. So this first complication, there's not too much that you can change there. You're not going to get any third-party apps. It's all based on just Apple stuff. So you got the date that I changed it to right now. And then you have the circle complication, which you can change to just about anything. So if I come back out and I click on it, so now this is that dark mode, and I mean, this looks really good. I've seen some third-party apps that have made watch faces in the past that never really work well, but I've seen one that did this kind of style, and I mean, if you ask me, Apple did it better. They just have more control over that kind of stuff, but this one looks really good right there as well. Now this watch face will look great on the Ultra as well. You just need the right band to kind of class up the Ultra. And if you ask me, there's no better band than this one right here. I have a full video on it that you can click right here, right now to watch it. And I hope you all have a great one. God bless.